Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Fields and Skylines, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Farming Simulator 22. Let's play the Valley of the Old Farm Billionaire series. I thought I would change it up a little bit differently. Instead of going to the spreadsheets and stuff, I'm just going to use the Finances tab here. Although I still have the spreadsheets, I'm going to keep track of some things on the spreadsheets, like I want to know how much revenue we're doing in every month and for a year, and how much the expenses are, and all of the overall stuff. But for these recaps, I think this will be pretty good since it's pretty fresh in the mind. So we're gonna go over line items, and the first line item that has a value here in July is livestock. We bought cows, we bought chickens. It's that simple. Why did we sell animals? Well, it's because I'm stupid and sometimes I think I'm buying, but I'm really on animals we own and ends up selling them, and it's a waste of money. It's me making mistakes and losing money because of it. Construction costs $5,000. Offline, I built a pallet storage over by the grape processing plant so we could put all those pallets in storage, and it'll just make it easier for when we want to sell stuff. We can just say, hey, give me all these pallets, pop the trailer there, load them up, and go. Part of that meant I had to buy some land, and so that's what the land purchase was for that, along with the land purchase for the lot that has all those trees on it that we showed in the last video. So that was the two land purchases we have. So we grew our land a bit. Vehicle running costs, that's just doing repairs. So I repaired some of our equipment, and I'm going to be repairing equipment every month, just because we got to keep it running nicely. Property maintenance is the daily upkeep on all of our stuff, all of our items. We can't really control that much. Production costs $959. That's just how much how much it costs to run our productions. We sold hay and silage bales after contracts worth $61,696, mostly silage, a little bit of hay. We sold products, and last month we sold cheese, butter, we sold olives, maple syrup, honey, sold a bunch of stuff, and we got 83 grand for it. We had to pay for some water. That would be water for like all of our animal pens. It's not the water that we're using to do our grapes, olives, apples, and stuff like that. Next one is harvest income. So we did those two contracts to harvest some wheat and barley, and the extra wheat and barley, that's how much we made off of it. Not very good, but we didn't have a whole lot to sell anyways. So also part of that harvest income, I believe, is that wheat and barley. I'm trying to think if we sold anything else that would pop up in there. Can't think of anything right now. Contract income is the money we earned from doing all the contracts. So we did quite a few contracts, and we made 67 grand off of it. We pushed hard just so we could buy that land. We'll probably push. We have a bunch of contracts to do again. In this episode, we won't do any grass work, but there will be grass contracts in this month of August. But right now, we just have some cultivating and harvest contracts we're going to do today. And then no loan, miscellaneous. So what is miscellaneous? Why is it so negative? Well, all of the environmental score bonus income goes there, but also does anything you buy from the store that it doesn't know what to do with it. And because we bought 2 episodes ago, we bought the manure pellet plant for $80,000, but we did it using big bags of 1 liter rocks, the start from zero thing, just so that we can pretend to buy it. So that's where that went in. So that $80,000 knocked out our environmental bonus. So that's really just the manure pellet plant purchase right there. You can see we lost $23,000 on the month, which it's okay though, because we bought a lot of cows, we bought some chickens, we bought more land. Like, we made a lot of improvements to the farm. And I don't know how August is going to go, but we're going to try to keep making money so that we can push on the growth, because we got to grow fast. We got to keep growing. So as it stands currently, we have $22,000. We already have some water costs, as you can see, and some production costs. But that's where we're at. It's 7:18 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and feed the animals here in a time lapse, and then we will jump back in. Actually, no, I'm going to do it in a jump cut, and then we'll jump in once we're ready to kick off some of these contracts. So I'll just get the animals fed. I don't plan on selling anything as of right now. We can save that for a little bit later in the day, but I'll see you all in a little bit. All right, animals are fed. Milk has been picked up. We are ready to get going. We have currently 3 contracts. 2 are cultivating contracts, and 1 is a harvesting contract for parsnips. So we are in, different territory, things we don't do all the time. So what I'm going to do is kind of just get this little headland here, and then I'll set off a worker because it's a fairly straight field. And then we'll jump up to the next cultivating contract and kind of get that one going, and then we will go about with the parsnips. So these 2 cultivating contracts will make us about $3,000. Not a whole lot. But it'll definitely pay off for workers that we usually, our worker costs, and whatnot. And also, I just thought it'd be different since we don't really get to do a whole lot of cultivating, since our planters cultivate for us. So, but yeah, this is a little cultivator on a little field. So we will set off a worker. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then if we jump, here's the next one. It's a little bit bigger of a field, a little bit bigger tractor, a little bit bigger cultivator, but still the same premise. So we'll get this going, and I think it is time to answer yesterday's episodes, or the last episode's question of the day. The question was, what farming simulator was your first? My first farming simulator was Farming Simulator 22, which is the current game we're playing right now. I didn't know how much I would like this game. Like, every time I saw, because I became aware of it for Farming Simulator 19, although I never even thought of playing it or installing it, because I, like so many others, prejudged, right? But then, like I said in previous videos, I needed a calming, stress-relieving game that my kids could watch me play, or even play with at the same time, or not at the same time, but play with separately. And I decided to give it a try, and Farming Simulator 22 hooked me. I am hooked. I already pre-ordered 25. Can't wait a few more days from when this is filming. It's just like 12 more days, because today is the 1st of November when I am filming this. So yeah, Farming Simulator 22 was my first, and it got me hooked. Very surprised at how addictive it is, and how you just want to keep going and getting better and improving the farm. Caring for the animals, expanding the fields, more crops, all of that stuff. It's just very fulfilling to play. So that is the answer to this question. The question of this episode. Please let me know down below in the comments if you didn't answer it before. Please let me know what was your first farming simulator. I'm still curious to know. Question of this episode, however, is a little bit different. Here in the U.S., we had Halloween last night. I know Halloween is celebrated everywhere. Well, I don't want to say everywhere, but Halloween is celebrated in a lot of areas. And I'm wondering, did you partake in Halloween festivities? Did you dress up? Did you go trick-or-treating? Did you dress up as a costume? If so, what did you dress up as? I did not dress up but my boys dressed up. One went as a blue crayon, and another one of my sons went as Harry Potter. And last night we went trick-or-treating with them around. It was pretty cold, pretty windy. They were having a lot of fun though, so how could we not go? They got so much candy. Like, I remember when I was a kid and I went trick-or-treating, I would get a lot of candy, but it was because of the quantity of houses I went to. But wow, do people give out more candy than they used to. So the boys got a good stash of candy that will probably keep them high on sugar for quite some time. But you know what? It's once a year. They had fun, and I had fun watching them. And I know other family members had fun with us as well. So yeah, so that's what we did for Halloween. Let me know down below in the comments what you all did for Halloween. So that is the episode question of the day. So, alright, I'm about to set a worker off here. I think we are in good shape to do that. This field's a little odd shape, so I'm not really sure how a worker will go. But I think once I get to this corner, I'm just going to set one off and just see what happens. We may have to do some cleanup or touch up, but that is alright. Alright, there we go. We got a worker going, so now let's jump. He's doing alright. Alright, so here we are. We're doing parsnips. My favorite blue harvester. Don't worry, we're going to the wholesale. So we should be able to dump without having to get another trailer involved. So I think we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and I don't know. I think I need it this way. And then I need to lower it. And then unfold the harvester. And I need to turn it on. And there we go. And we're harvesting. So this field isn't very big, so it shouldn't take too long. I'm probably just going to sell the parsnips that we get. Although, before we do that, I don't want to sell anything. I want to jump into here, and I want to sell all of my liquid fertilizer that I made. And I want to sell that before I sell anything off, because that will give me... Oh, manure pellets are all done. Because that'll tell me exactly how much money we're making from the liquid fertilizer. So if I come in here and I hit selling, I'll know exactly. Because I haven't sold anything yet this month. And that should sell in about 9 minutes. And it'll come across the top, and I'll try to get the number written down so I can track to see how much we make off of fertilizer sales. I don't know if it changes month to month. I would think it does. But I really don't know. I suppose I could look for it in here. I don't know if liquid fertilizer shows up in here. Sure does. It does go month to month, and it looks like February is the best month to sell it. We are in August, which isn't a bad month, so hey, there's that. So I'll have to remember, liquid fertilizer does, have monthly spikes. And it looked like wholesale was, I don't know if it was buying it. Maybe I should just get a transport and sell it at wholesale. I wonder how much. So let's do the math real quick. Current price is $22.10 per 1,000, and we had 89, almost 90,000. I'm gonna pretend like we had 90,000. So that's 90 times 22.10. It's $198,000, or just under 198,900. So it'll be a little bit less than that if we were to deliver it. I think it takes a cut if we sell it the other way, so we'll find out. I don't really have anything that I can throw 80, almost 90,000 liters of liquid fert into, so transporting it would be difficult. Wow, I am not doing very good here. So there we go. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this harvested. I will do this all in a time lapse, and once we are done with this, we will move on to the next things in this episode. So enjoy the time lapse, and I will see you all a little bit. time lapse done. Made some money. We did pretty well. So we lost about $20,000 on selling it instead of through distribution instead of selling it like by transporting it up to wholesale. We made $174,959 on the fertilizer, and I think we came up to be like around 198 ish. So we lost, like I said, about $20,000, but that's okay. And I'm sure you're probably now wondering, why am I driving the telehandler with 2 bales of hay up here? Well, the answer is we're going to buy the pig farm and we're going to start pigs, because it's a 25-month journey from baby pig to selling pig, and so we need to get this all ready. And as you can see, I also bought some food for pigs, which we're going to quickly is the word I couldn't say. Get it in here, and hopefully I can just dump this pig food in here. We will start making pig food ourselves eventually, but that is for later. I mean, this pig food costs $1,000 for 5,000 liters, so it's a pretty good deal. We'll also get a manure pit and a slurry pit in here somewhere, I think, put in. I don't know what's all here, but I'm going to get out and let's just run around to this side. See if there is a slurry. Yeah, we have a slurry pit. So I'll get a manure pit put in. We'll build that after we buy the land. But yeah, we are buying the pig farm today for $90,000. And that also means we will be buying some pigs. But first, let's get this kind of set up. Also, it gives us room to store more stuff. And there are a few things. There's one thing in the cheap bin, bargain bin, that I'm thinking about buying. I haven't quite decided yet what to do. But yeah, I don't know how much money we're going to have left over after we buy it. We're going to start with 40 pigs and just let them kind of breed themselves up. So let me go ahead and unload the bales. I don't know how much hay it'll take, but we're going to just leave those there. Looks like we have 24 and 25, so it took quite a bit. That's about $5 grand. It took about 45,000 liters. It won't show me because I don't have any pigs yet. I don't know how much food it'll hold, but I am going to see if I can just dump food in here. Look at that, I can. Ugh. Again, I don't know how much food this will hold. I don't even know how many pigs it'll hold. I'm hoping it'll hold, if I'm putting 40 in, I'd like it to hold 200 at least. But I have no idea how many pigs this place is going to hold. I should have probably checked it out beforehand. But it did take 15,000 liters of food. So that's good. Now we just have to figure out where to put the manure. I kind of like these pens because, well, honestly, I don't know why I like them. I just think they look nice. This one holds the most. This thing holds 4 million, and it's just like a square. Do I have to bring water to them? Don't know. We'll have to check that out. But like I could kind of put it, I don't know. It's only $500 too. Don't really want them wallowing in their own. You know, maybe come in here and pick up the manure, and I don't know. I think right there's a pretty good, well, right here is where it's going to be. Boom. All right. So there's that. So now we just have to get pigs delivered. So great, 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 great. Good, good, good. Pigs are going to be, I don't know. I don't know what age, if we should get some baby pigs, some old pigs. Maybe by, like, I don't, oh man, I wish I knew how much it held. First, I'll just drive him back as we think about this. So, we can transport up to 40 pigs per transport. I could just buy a pig and then sell it, lose a little bit of money, and just see how much it holds. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because like if the thing only holds 60 pigs, it's not worth buying 40. If it only holds like 60, you know, you might buy 20, right? And then just let nature run its course. If, you know, it holds 200 and you only buy 20, well then it's not quite worth it. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll go back there, I'll buy one pig and sell it and just see. I want to wash this up and just see how many pigs. So we'll just park right here and let's just jump back there. I think the symbol is right there. Buy one pig. I mean, I can buy at least 60, I think. Yeah, I can buy at least 60. But I'm not going to do that. So let's just buy a $200 pig. Yes, okay. 270. Oh boy. Wow. So 40, 80, 160. 80 would be a little bit less than a third. 80 should be a little, I think I might go 60 pigs. And I'm going to go 80 pigs. I'm going to buy, oh, that's so expensive though. 200, 500. I think I'm going to buy all baby pigs and get them going, and we're going to buy 40. 40 or 80. Or 40 of each. 120, no. I am so confused. I got to figure this out. I'm not sure what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do quickly is do a quick jump cut to get this back home, and then we will be right back. So I'll see you all in a little bit. We are at the animal dealer. So I think we're going to buy 60 pigs. And we're going to go 30, well, here, 60 pigs. So that's going to be 20 of each kind, right? 1 kind, 2 kinds, 3 kinds. And it's going to be basically we're going to do all of them. Well, we're going to do 30 of them at the 6 month, 30 of them at the baby level. So 60 pigs. And I'm trying to decide if I really want to do all 3 or if I just want to buy, I don't know. I mean, in this game, it doesn't really matter. But the pigs, I don't know. I don't know if it matters. So what I think I'm going to do is go. It's going to be 2 trips. So I'm going to take 10, 10, 10, 10, and then 10 and 10. It's just going to be such a long. So what I'm hashing over in my head is like, if we look at the animal dialogue, like if we look at cows and see how long this has gotten. Oh, I got to sell this pig. Shoot. Let me go sell that pig real quick as I talk it through. But, as you buy animals, those, so let's go back to the animal dealership. So once we get there, I will complete my thought. All right. So when we look at animals, if you look at like the cows, this list is only going to keep getting longer because, well, it just is. And eventually though, like 22 months, so at 24 we'll be selling, but what I'm going to do is I'll sell the 24 and the 23s, and then I'll just buy in that many cows. And what it's going to do is make this list smaller as we continue to add cows. And like chickens won't get much bigger because I think we have all the chickens we can have. I don't remember. We'll find out. And like the sheep won't get any bigger, but if we buy pigs, it's going to grow as they have babies, right? So, and that's something I have to figure out too, is like, am I going to let the cows have baby cows? And if I do, am I just going to sell the baby cows and then, go from there? Or what are we going to do? Are we going to keep the baby cows? I think I'm going to sell them personally, but yeah. So anyways, so that's what I'm kind of trying to go over in my head. Like if we buy pigs, we're only going to buy them once, but the problem is, they're going to have babies, and it's just that list is just going to grow really big. So I'm thinking I might just buy them all adult aged, and then it'll be 20, 20, and 20. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to buy them all adult aged, and we'll make 2 trips. I think that's what we're going to do. And if I go here. All right, so we'll fire this up. We'll get him down to the pig farm, deliver our pigs, and then we'll get more. So at 60 pigs, we should have enough food for about 5 months, almost 5 months, just under 5 months. So we'll have to remember to keep an eye on that. I don't know when we're going to start making our own pig food. If you buy the fuel refinery and we start giving it olives, it'll make pig food. So that might be the next thing we buy, just to make it easier on ourselves. I know we have a lot of things coming up to buy, so we'll see. But I think we're in good shape. I mean, I think I might start making more fertilizer, and we can sell more fertilizer, and we'll be in really good shape. But we'll have to figure out what our next steps will be. So, yeah, we're here. We're gonna not make the turn. I don't know if I have to open the gate to get to it or not, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna have to open the gate. Yeah, I think we're gonna end the video here. What I'm gonna probably end up doing is getting 20 more pigs, and then we're probably going to also sell everything before the next episode. There's not a lot to sell this month. It's basically just, raisins, eggs, olives. Although I don't know how much the heat plant is. Can we afford it right now? Let's take a look. Fuel refinery, that's what I want. It's 125,000. We have almost 90. So we need 30,000, and it's a 5, so we have to go 130. So we need 30, 40 some $1,000. All right. So let's take a look at what contracts we have. We have eggs to sell. I mean, we have enough contracts here that we can definitely buy it. So I think that's what our goal is for the next episode. I'm not going to sell the olives. Our goal is to earn enough money to buy the field repository. What does it take? We can give it olives. That's basically all we have right now that we can feed it. We might be able to distribute straight to there. I don't know, and we got to be careful. So I might think about setting that up. But we definitely have a bunch of contracts we can do. I'm going to sell everything here between episodes, and then I'll probably pick out some contracts that'll make us some money. Really what we have to sell are raisins now and eggs. We could sell other stuff out of sync if we really needed to. And we're going to be buying 5,000. Well, we're going to be going down. So we're going to actually need a little bit more money than what I said, 40 grand. We're going to need about 60 grand. That'll be our goal for the second half of the episode. Is to buy that refinery so we can start producing pig food for our pigs. So if we come in, we need now these pigs. Buy. Okay. So that'll be our goal. We'll take on some contracts, harvesting, mowing, whatever we can to try to get so we're at 78, and so we need about 50 grand, right? 52 plus change, so we probably need about $60,000. Or we can just buy pig food for 5,000 liters for $1,000, which is probably what I'm thinking I'm going to do. That actually makes more sense. And then we can keep selling olives to make money, to buy other things of need. Although the free pig food and the money that we could get from running the fuel refinery, it's a tough choice. It's something we'll have to work out. Of course, we're going to get more manure and slurry, so we'll be able to have more of those types of problems here, but that's all right. We have a solution for the manure. We don't have a solution for the slurry unless we just keep making liquid fertilizer and selling that, which makes quite a bit of money. Not gonna lie. So, but yeah, with that, I think I am gonna end the episode here. I want to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the content I'm doing, please subscribe. If the people who aren't subscribing that watch did subscribe, I would hit goals a lot quicker, and that would be awesome. And with that, comment down below on what you did for Halloween, your costume, whatnot. And as always, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. And until I see you next time, goodbye.